Hello folks and welcome back to Fallout 76. On the last episode we began the new Steel Rain questline, so if you missed that I would recommend going back and watching episode 26 first. Anyways, we're gonna carry on where we left off last time, so let's go talk to Paladin Rahmani.
I understand your frustration, Mr. Knapp. Finding everyone that has gone missing is my top priority, but we need more evidence before we can act.
Evidence? Well, what more do you need, huh? Are you saying my Cassie is a liar?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Initiate. Excellent timing. There's something we should discuss. Mr. Knapp here has come to us with another missing persons case.
My niece Cassie. Cassie Holloway. She paid some caravan and folk to help her travel here from out west. Sent me some letters just before she set out. Them letters arrived just fine, but she didn't. I went and spoke with them caravanners, and they tell me that my Cassie never set out with them at all. Those, Blue Mountain,
The Blue Ridge Caravan Company.
Blue Ridge? I found a letter saying that the mercenaries would acquire people from them.
Really? This letter said they would acquire more people from Blue Ridge? Interesting. This is the first real lead we've found, and it connects directly with what Mr. Knapp is reporting. I actually had my own suspicions about the organization, but this information certainly tips the scales.
What made you suspicious of Blue Ridge?
I've made several attempts to contact the Blue Ridge Caravan Company in hopes of trading supplies. They turned me down. Every time. I understand that the Brotherhood can be an intimidating presence, and the West Virginia chapter didn't exactly leave behind a shining legacy, but I think we've shown we have Appalachia's safety and security at heart. Yet they remain unwilling to even speak. I find it suspicious. During our travels, we found that a caravan group was just as often a cover for slavers and raiders, the friendly guys for rolling through towns. I didn't suspect Blue Ridge of such at first, but their repeated refusal to talk, Mr. Knapp's story, and this letter are simply too much to ignore.
Okay, what's next?
We need to investigate this Blue Ridge Caravan Company immediately. Well, they have an office at the west end of the Big Bend Tunnel. Initiate! I'd like you to meet me there, but try not to attract too much attention either. If they realize we're in the Brotherhood, they may clam up.
I don't want to lose that belt buckle then. Roger, I'll meet you there. Roger, roger.
Thank you, Initiate. Ad Victorium.
Blue Ridge. Alright, so let's do it. Or Big Bend Tunnel, rather. I've been through here a few times. I never really did know what was going on with this company. I just assumed they were some random independent trading well, obviously they're a random independent caravan company. But I thought they were involved with Foundation or something. We've got an interior here. I didn't actually know there was an office. Maybe there wasn't before. I thought I've looked around here before. I just rolling in my power armor. Maybe I should have got out of it. Not that I don't look less Brotherhood without my power armor. In fact, I look more Brotherhood without my power armor.
Ah, there you are, friend. Sorry for the informality, but we should keep a low profile. Don't want to spook anyone that might be listening in.
Sure thing, Layla.
Don't get too used to that. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say?
We can flirt, huh? Why, Paladin, I didn't know you saw me that way.
Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool.
Okay, or not. Sure, I could use a drink.
Great. Take a seat.
Yes, please stop telling me to sit down. I got it.
Oh boy, a customer! What can I get for you?
Someone told me Nuka Shine is a real trip. Whatever will not, whiskey, neat.
Neat? Well, you sure as shit ain't getting it on the rocks. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
A fine choice. Salomati, my friend.
What made you join the Brotherhood?
Well, that's interesting phrasing. Join. Never really thought about it that way. I was already in the National Guard, helping people, maintaining peace. That was my life. The Brotherhood didn't feel like a new organization. It felt like regrouping with my people. A return to form. Maybe some ranks and verbiage changed, but the heart of it was there. I'm not sure I even gave it a second thought.
Sounds like it didn't know. What? Sounds like it was a good fit.
It was. Even knowing what I know now, I have no regrets. They were my people, my comrades. But things changed as time rolled on. As I'm sure you know, the views of the Elders and I differed greatly. Sometimes I think... No, I'm certain that I was selected for this mission in order to remove my perspective and influence. The Elders saw my pull and experience as a threat and knew I would never align with their goals. What better way to prevent my meddling than to send me packing on a cross-country venture? I often wonder if they ever expected me to report in at all. To make it here alive. Joke's on them, I guess.
A while ago, you mentioned another knight. Connors?
Alan Connors. That's right. Dear, dear friend. The two of us were from the same unit in the National Guard. Alan had been my rock through every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I'd never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin. He was like a big brother. Even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more.
Seems like he was a great man.
Indeed. He was the bedrock of this team. And things were never the same with Shin from then on. But when we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. On rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for it.
Again, I'm not going to preach at these people. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you for hearing me out. It's an honor to pass on his story. He deserves that and so much more.
Let's finish with a toast.
I think that's a fine idea. To whom?
Yep, tonight Connors.
Yes. Tonight, Alan Connors. May he never be forgotten. Bisalamati. Now, on to business. Let's head upstairs. And
all right.
Remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
I look like a friendly trader, don't I? It's a fucking flamethrower backpack. Gas mask. Brotherhood fatigues.
Look out, here comes trouble.
Oh, you don't look like a raider at all.
Ms. Mayfield, my name is Layla. I made an appointment to speak with you.
Please, Joanna is just fine, dear. And while all this cloak and dagger hubbub is flattering, why don't we cut to the chase, Paladin Rahmani?
You got Brotherhood logos
That
all
was
over you.
short-lived. Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you, after playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now.
Hold on, if you knew, why lie to Art Knapp? Why refuse our help?
Plain and simple. I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic, maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our clients paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, well, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off. It makes me wonder if this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel? Well, if you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. This pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without.
Before that, you should know we have evidence connecting Blue Ridge to all of this.
And what, pray tell, is that, darling?
We found correspondence from our suspects claiming they were acquiring people from Blue Ridge. It seems to me that your company has been transporting people in a different way than you've advertised. And involuntarily at that.
We've always been upfront and honest with this venture. The routes are dangerous, and our Brahmin sure as hell don't smell like roses. Everyone who works with us gets the straight truth. And I certainly don't take too kindly to what you're implying. I could stand here and deny your allegations every which way to Sunday. But I know you won't just take my word for it. So if you've got some hard evidence to prove my people were involved in this little scheme, show it. Otherwise, this letter of yours sounds more like we're the target, not co-conspirators.
Okay, then tell us what you know. We have to act fast.
All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Honeyed words, but we should proceed. What can you tell us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
Better to just let you take a look for yourselves. Ares! Come on in here!
This guy looks like some kind of guard. Probably armed. Don't take your eye off him, Initiate.
I thought he looked like a raider, but... Alright, I've got your back.
Thanks. It's good to follow your instincts. They rarely steer me wrong.
You rang, boss?
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Mind showing our guests the route?
Oh, crap. You really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking, Ares. Head on over to that tunnel and show this duo of detectives the scene of the crime. Does that sound amenable to y'all?
What can you tell me about this train tunnel?
The train tunnel itself isn't so important, but underneath is a top-secret gas pipeline running all the way out of the region. It's a pretty discreet route. Safe, too, comparatively. Except, the most recent trip.
Okay, this actually sounds like a pretty cool location. I know the tunnel he's talking about, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't go into it. What are we expecting to find there?
Well, the last known whereabouts of one of our caravans. They set up camp there, but come morning, the entire place was abandoned. It was a big group, maybe around 15, including our own guard.
You've lost that many people? And we're only just now hearing about this.
That's on me. I chose to keep this off the books. May be a bad call, but let's save examining hindsight for when we've gotten to the bottom of this.
I think I have what we need. Let's go.
Okie dokie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel, just east of Harper's Ferry.
Are you
Now,
a ghoul?
time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. But after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
All right. Harper's Ferry Tunnel. Yep, new location. There was a tunnel there before, but I believe it was closed off. Seems like every time I go do these quests, I suddenly start going through food a lot faster than normal. Okay. Yeah, new location I do not have. But to this, I guess, it's kind of close. I'm all about new locations. That's always good to me. By the way, there was that one location I wasn't sure about before in a previous episode. If you followed, you may remember me mentioning it, the mysterious cave or whatever up in the north. It's just an alternate entrance to Vault 79. I had to find a code to get in there, but I suspect it's probably for the Raider way of going in, but there's nothing really in there, just the actual front door and stuff. So like we gotta go around and jump down. I suppose I could have just ran across the bridge. Whatever, here we are. Yep, this is definitely new. Okay, I'm gonna want to look around in the tunnel though. You don't wear power armor, do you?
Initiate, glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him.
I've got a feeling that he's a ghoul. What has you so on edge, Paladin?
As I mentioned before, this isn't my first time dealing with a caravan group like this. More than once, we discovered that slavers have been using the guise of a caravan to collect and transport people. Blue Ridge using a dark corner like this for their operations only raises my suspicions. I cannot overlook the similarities.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go meet him.
All right, you take point.
Because I'm the one.
Guns of the ready. Spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
Because I'm the one with the power armor, right? Shin doesn't wear a helmet. You don't wear power armor. Maybe Ares got past these guys because he's a ghoul. I'm just guessing, judging by his voice and the fact that he's all covered up, but I could be wrong. What's, is this? Oh, it's just a random office. I do need food. Guard note. Still can't believe I got this job. They nearly doubled my salary, and for what? To sit here and read and make sure vagrants stay out? Okay. Don't know what they're doing down here, don't care. They're wearing a suit or hard hat, I just let them on through. One of the suits was running late the other day and nearly got hit by a train. Guess he forgot to check the schedule. Suits, huh? They said there was some sort of gas pipeline leading out of the area, which is cool. Maybe it was some sort of secret thing. Hi, Ares. Just looking around.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open.
Lamb
Let's
squatch?
see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
I know sheep squatch. I've
Is
never
this
heard of
for
lamb
real?
squatch.
And Viola is just a little further ahead. Please, after you.
Why you got a
Fine.
hammer?
But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
Oh, this is interesting. Metal
I can't
detector.
blame you. I know I'm a real looker.
What do we got here? Prohibited items. Cigarette lighters, matches, blowtorch. Yeah. Employees carrying one of these should be sent to management immediately for a reprimand. I mean, yeah, it's a gas pipeline, I guess. You got me intrigued, though, as to what this location could be anything else. What is this? Oh. Take the food. Okay, we got a door. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking around here. What's the other door, though? Ooh. Oh. Internal incident report. Oh, it's the Bish company. They're from if you've ever played Fallout 3's Point Lookout DLC, they were a natural gas company, and there was a quest called an Antique Land where you learn some more about them. Employee name Sellers Dominic. Incident summary: Mr. Sellers brought in several low-grade sparkler fireworks to add to a cake. Oh, to add to a cake celebrating another employee's birthday. Employee has received a relocation package. HR to inform family in the coming weeks. Additional screening measures have also been implemented. Okay. Yeah, it's cool that they brought them back, considering that's a pretty obscure company from Fallout lore. But I know that name. They were drilling for natural gas at around a Civil War burial sites. Interesting that all these like strangler vines are growing up out of here. I guess we are in the mire, but okay, we got a big door, big obvious door. Oh, I need a hold on. I got rid of all my perk cards. Unequip this one for a minute. 4 more levels and I can actually equip another legendary perk card. I just swapped those few out there. I got rid of all my regular lockpicking and stuff and hacking perks. Let's see what's over here. I need to eat. Okay, hold on. You're probably gonna send me up this side passage, right?
Okay, the cab's just past this door here. I'll get it open. And that's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Speak, Ares. What's a holdup?
You're not gonna like this. Follow me.
Ah, I suspected as much. We're gonna take the long way around, are we? Wait, where are you going?
Yep, just like I thought. Let's chat. Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night, so the Paladin drinks for free.
Okay, but what's the bad news?
The bad news is that I can't unseal that door. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that.
Okay, so verify there's no gas leak.
Oh, I'd love to, but there's a little problem. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located.
Yeah, but we have that other way around back there. I get it. We need to get through the vines. How?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe start by looking for how they did that.
With a chainsaw? Because I know where to find a chainsaw. People live down here? How do you know?
I snooped around a bit when I first recommended the route to Joanna. There's some offices that were clearly being used as bunks for a while. Not sure what happened to them. It almost looks like they just dropped dead on the spot. That's not a bad omen, is it?
How do you know so much about this place?
In a past life, I used to work with these pencil-pushing sociopaths in suits. Well, not at this facility, but I was in the know about their various nefarious dealings in the region.
Like the Bish Company? Okay, we'll find something to cut the vines.
Mm-hmm. I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
Copy that. I'll do my
A
best.
very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be fine. But we gotta go around the long way. I've got a feeling that Ares here is not bullshitting. I've got a feeling that he's actually completely honest. I might be wrong, but it's just my impression of the guy. Okay, nothing in here, just must have been a shitty place to die, locked in that office.
Initiate, look there, behind that gate.
Hold on, I gotta read Open Sesame Seed.
Seems like some kind of thrown together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I think I see some kind of chemical on the ground there. We need to find a way to unlock this door.
Okay, thanks. Since there's only a few of us left down here, we decided to stop changing the password each week. From here until eternity, it's gonna be Open Sesame Seed. Why? Because I'd sell any of you the nearest raider if it meant I could eat another sesame seed bagel again.
Open sesame seed, eh? I've always been more of an everything bagel person.
Okay. Cool. What's in here? We're gonna have to go out there for sure, right? IT work order. Request help. I entered the right password and it doesn't work. Can you guys come help me, please? $5 says this jackass is misspelling sesame as sesame again. It should be 822, 826, 1422, blah, blah, blah. I mean, seriously, if we spelled the whole thing out on the board, it's like, is this really that hard? I feel like we're getting a little stupider every day. Must be something in the water. Fish Pipeline IT support.
From the sound of it, they wrote the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere.
Reminder about the password. In case you guys forgot, we need to use the new decryption system for entering the password. Stop asking why there's no letters on the stupid machines. Take the password, convert it into numbers. Try using those mechanical engineering degrees for once. They wrote it. Yeah, I saw this on the
more
wall.
than just a password to get through. Some kind of code for turning words into numbers, it seems. So, I guess we'll need to find a way to change Open Sesame Seed into a series of numbers.
Yeah, okay. So, great, I'm gonna have to write this down. So, 12, 11, 22, 13, 8, 22, 8, 26, 14, 22, 8, 22, 22, 23. Okay, so password panel 1. 12, 11, 22, 13. 8, 22, 8, 26, 14, 22. 8, 22, 22, 23.
Well done, Initiate. That was some impressive detective work.
Yeah, I had to read and everything. It was miserable.
Let's have a look at
I'm
this.
proud of myself.
Aha! My hunch was right. According to the label, they made an extremely potent herbicide. Judging from this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system. No sprinklers in here, so... Dear Lord. The facility's water line? That would explain the bodies out there, but... why? They must have known this would happen.
I hear some rabid dogs behind that door.
No time
I
to
admit
dwell
it.
on that. Initiate, let's look for a station where we can access the water line.
Okay,
This is what we need to weaken the vines.
thanks. No one left alive, so I may as well admit it. I couldn't come up with a formula to combat the strangler vines. I found some industrial strength herbicide in the storage room. The fancy dispenser, the formula notes, I can't talk, this lab station, all just a facade. At first I added a tiny bit and it worked. No one got sick, seemed fine. You guys thought it was really smart, so win-win, right? They started resisting the smaller dose, had to up it. I thought maybe our drinking water's filtration system would fix it. People puking their guts out says otherwise. I refuse to drink it, I'd rather let the thirst take me. Sorry guys, at least I got to feel what it was like to be in the smartest guy in the room for a bit. For anyone who finds this, I'll leave some herbicide behind. Use every bit of it and give those vines my best regards. Mel. Okay, Mel. I'm gonna guess we have to go this way now. Might as well check the restrooms. Plungers, of course. Is there plungers in a stall or something? Swish. 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 Anyways. Surely it's out here somewhere, right? This place is pretty massive. This is kind of impressive. Another door. Sorry I don't have my light on the entire time. Sometimes it actually makes it a little harder to see for me. Another blocked. I'm gonna have access to this
Here
whole...
we go.
Whoa.
This looks like it connects to the main water line. Let's talk next steps.
Let's do that in just a minute. I want to look around in this place a little bit. See if I can find any more information and stuff. So far, this place has a more interesting story than the AMS lab in the basement. That place. And another door over here. I'm just looking in the event that they don't send us to look around more.
I should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here won't appreciate that. Expect alarms. And the company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight?
Always. I'm ready. I'll watch your back.
Okay. Fingers crossed and guns at the ready.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Oh. Sorry. Negligent discharge. I thought my weapon was lowered.
The chemical has started dispersing into the water systems. Damn, it's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. Initiate, I'll need you to keep them off my back. Ad Victoriam.
Gonna have some ghouls, are we? Yep.
Blocking me from releasing the sample outside this room. I need more time. Keep it up! To about half the facility. Can't stop now.
Yeah, explosive ammo is so much fun.
We're going to affect the vines.
Legendary.
Blocking the last gate valve now. Give him hell, Initiate.
Okay.
The chemical is pumping throughout the entire water system now, including a cess pipe that was for disposing of unwanted chemicals. Well, one sleazy company's environmental negligence is our gain, I suppose. Those vines should be weak enough to break through now. I, wouldn't drink the water if I were you, though.
I wasn't considering that, but you know. What, but these aren't. So I could have broken the ones back here. Hold on. I want to see what this all is. Is this just a... yeah, it's a shortcut. Okay. Where'd Ares go? All right. What do we got? Busted terminal, big blast door. Left to right. This place is huge. Just looking for more notes and stuff. Also, I want to get a look out here. What is all this? Anything worth seeing in here? No, just a random side room. This was just the other side of where it was, alright. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Ares there. Pump safety control. Disable robotic entity before proceeding.
Hostile robotic entity? That's troubling. Be on the lookout.
Entity? The fuck am I looking at? Oh no, it's a bullet sponge. Look at this thing. Well, that took a really long time.
That was an Assaultron dressed up as a sheep? Whatever it was, it's dead. And we should be able to lift the lockdown. Let's get back to that terminal.
Yeah, that was unique. Give it that.
And that's that. Time to head back to Ares. If he has anything to do with all this.
Hold on now, before we leave, let me just have a look. Is there anything else down here? Nothing really. Just a big pump room, I guess. Nothing really interesting. It is cool looking. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know where Ares went. Is he gonna magically be back here where he was, or... maybe he went over to the door and I just didn't know. Oh, hey. Yeah, thanks for the help, Rahmani. I'd hate to do this, but I need food. I guess it could be worse. Could be raw something else meat. Ah. Yeah, I just didn't see him.
Your boss looks like she's about to strangle me with one of those vines. Something happening there?
Between the feral ghouls, the strangler vines, and that insane sheep robot, I've about reached my limit with this place. And your antics. I don't know if this is some kind of trap or elaborate cover-up, but we need to get through that door and get answers. Now!
Whoa, whoa, trap? Where's this coming from? Hold on. Did you say sheep robot? Like the Baba kind or the killer robot kind?
Ares, the door! Now! Please!
Okay, just give me a second. Yeesh.
Nearly there now. We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Okay, let's see what's back there.
Agreed.
Alright, let's see here. Login credentials, check. New terms of employment, yeah. Benefits enrollments expired, sure. And done. Trust me now? I'll even lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be easier to shoot me in the back.
Thank you for opening the door. But know that if we find anything linking you to this, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Add it to the catalog of questionable things I already have to answer for.
Okay, yeah, it's a campsite, alright. Cool little, underground settlement. Hold on. Thought I heard dogs. Before I pick up some notes, I just want to look around for anything interesting. It's mostly nothing in here. Okay, Caravan Manifest. Guard Ares, okay. Arrival, blah blah blah, some names. Okay. Okay. Didn't just to manifest people. Blocked the door. Cassie's journal. Day 1 setting out. I think that's supposed to say starting off. A new journey. Foundation, lay out the red carpet for Cassie because I'm about to turn Appalachia's agriculture on its head. I decided to keep this little journal to chronicle all the amazing things I see along the way. Wish me luck. Day 5, miserable. Walking. That's all we do. We walk. Burned down building, check. Forest of smoldering dead trees, check. Oh look, an emptied out Red Rocket gas station. What a thrilling excursion this ended up being. Oh, and to top it all off, there's this creepy bald guy in our group. I keep catching him staring at me. Eyes to yourself, Dr. Pervert. Day 15, so close but so far. We're finally within spitting distance of Appalachia, but a rad storm is raging outside. We've been walking through this old train tunnel all day, and now we can't even step outside until the storm blows over. Gonna find a nice spot to get cozy and nap off all this walking. Day 15, night. Okay, this is so weird. These guys showed up all of a sudden, armed to the teeth. They've just been sitting around chatting with that weirdo doctor. Everyone seems a little nervous, even the guard. Wait, they took his gun away. What the hell's going on? Oh shit, they saw me. If someone finds this, help us. Wasn't what's-her-face initiate talking about a doctor? Wonder if it's related at all. Don't worry about the hostile dog, Ares. Just stand around. I know the last piece is over there. I'm just checking everywhere else first. That's blocked. I like how they're just standing around. Even Rahmani. Okay. Damn rad storms. Goddamn rad storms. Of all the trip, it's gotta be my turn when the mother of all green glowing death clouds parks itself over the mire. We're gonna need to camp out until it passes. I'm already exhausted from babysitting this massive group for the past 2 weeks. Sure, Joe's gonna be thrilled by all the transport fees, but she's not the one that's got to deal with the delinquents, uppity merchants, and that weirdo doctor that keeps joining us. At least no one's gone missing. I am assuming I can get them all to stay close by the camp, that is, Katana. Alright. Not a whole lot to go on. I mean, obviously, some went down, but...
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you've found?
Yes, here's everything I found.
Excellent. I'll take what you've collected. Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
I still think you're probably
Pull
a
out your
ghoul.
decoder rings, kids. It's detective time.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's concerning. Wait a moment. This name. I know this name. I think I've seen enough. Initiate, we should discuss our findings. Well, it seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much about Blue Ridge's involvement. I'd like to be on the same page. So where would you like to start?
Let's discuss why they were camping in the first place.
Yes. It would seem this was a routine trip until the end. Something kept them here and forced them to set up camp so close to home.
A rad storm forced them to stay here overnight. They were vulnerable.
That's right. The storm forced them to bunk down. They were an extra large group, too, with only one guard. Sitting ducks.
We should talk about how they went missing.
Indeed. It looks like we have a clear account of their last moments here.
A group of armed strangers showed up.
That was my take as well. Based on Cassie's description and the letter you found earlier, we can assume they were these Hellcat mercenaries. The total number of people they've abducted, though, is staggering. Nearly 15 in this trip alone.
Let's go over the names on the manifest.
Right, the manifest. One name in particular really stood out to me. Did you notice it?
No, actually I didn't. I kind of glossed over that. I'm gonna say Ares, because I did notice his name.
As, idiosyncratic as his behavior.
Oh,
I'm
whoops.
right here, you know.
Besides, Ares was only assigned to one trip and no one even went missing. The person I'm referring to is Dr. Blackburn.
Oh, I didn't even notice see his name.
Trips, but Cassie makes mention of him speaking with the armed strangers.
Guess I should have read that.
Hellcat mercenaries you've dealt with. I imagine Dr. Blackburn was the one employing them. I knew the name sounded familiar. I had read it in Shin's report of your very first assignment with us. Think
Oh,
back,
right.
Initiate. Do you recall why Dr. Blackburn had been seeking our assistance?
Yeah, that's the name. It was the first part of the quest when I had to interview people. He was seeking assistance with experiments to, quote, help humanity.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn was seeking assistance with his experiments. Something about curing diseases and helping people. I suspected it was too good to be true, and the evidence here certainly doesn't look promising. But could he really be kidnapping people?
I'd say it's likely. It looks like we've got our answer.
Indeed we do. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries to kidnap people from this route. It would appear they were cautious at first, but took advantage of a rad storm to steal away an entire group. An unfortunate end, but there's still hope of finding them. The only thing left is to report back our findings and determine Blackburn's location. I'm glad I had you here, Initiate. There's a few things I'm sure I would have missed if you hadn't been here to help.
Oh, well, gee,
I do
thanks.
believe we make a pretty great team.
Yeah, you with the standing around and all that stuff. You know I've got your back, Paladin.
I know you do, Initiate. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm a bit ashamed of how quick I was to jump to conclusions on this matter. It's something I know I need to change. But even still, I'm thankful that you continue to place your trust in me.
Let's see where this goes, huh?
We should get back to Atlas and report what we found. If we can determine where Blackburn took this group, we may be able to track down Cassie, and perhaps countless others. I'll meet you there. Good work, Initiate.
So we totally got distracted from the super mutant threats, and we're going straight into...
My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with misplaced suspicion of mass kidnapping.
I will take your word for it. I am sorry either way.
If you really want to make it up to me, I've heard you guys have some killer rocket launchers to spare.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay. I got some plans for something. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to wondering about the super mutants. We kind of got sidetracked with this missing people case. I know they were thinking it was kind of connected in the beginning, but anyways, let's go back, see what's next. That was a fairly lengthy quest. I've got to say I like that quest. It was something a little bit different. Kind of just an investigation thing, exploring a cool area. Again, I'm really happy that we're actually doing quests that have people with us, and we like converse along the way. It's not just me going and grabbing an item from a box and coming back and stuff like that. Feels much better made than the first half of this.
Take the old.
Depending on what we're getting into here, we might save it for next time, but I'm not sure yet.
Initiate. Good. You're here. We finally
Whoa.
have a clear picture about the abductions, and it's time to do something about it.
What the hell?
Hellcat Company has been abducting people. Our findings at Harper's Ferry mean that Dr. Blackburn is almost certainly involved.
Why'd I get moved up here? Why does this keep happening?
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then.
What is going on? I thought the guy was fishy from the start. Actually, no, I didn't. I'm gonna go with I'm disappointed myself. I'll let him get away.
The arrogance he must have had to come here, knowing what he was doing. Unbelievable.
The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in
What
the
is this
abandoned
conversation?
cabins? It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96.
I know about Vault 96. How is this related to the abductions?
Well, we're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Knight Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious.
Unless they change something, I know how to get in, and I've been in Vault 96 for dailies. It's frozen. I do want to learn the story about it, though, so I have a feeling we might be in there for a while.
Step 1 is finding a way in.
I accidentally
We'll take
clicked space there.
Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and he'll follow you in.
Yeah, I guess during the dailies, they just kind of throw you in there. I've never tried going in the front door. Sounds good to me.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
I'm just wondering why it threw me up here.
Ad
That was
Victoriam,
such an awkward
Initiate.
conversation. Okay, but if we're gonna go into Vault 96, I think we're probably gonna be in there for a while. It's fairly big, and I want to actually take my time in there and read through to get the story of Vault 96 because I haven't before. So I think we'll stop this one here, and next time we will go to Vault 96 and go on that adventure. So I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.